My name is Hrishikesh Prabhavalkar and I am the Senior Manager with Sharekhan. I look after Sharekhan Classroom, which is the online training portal we have, and the onboarding function. I'm here today to discuss the basics of stock markets very briefly with you all because we received a lot of feedbacks from you saying that you want to learn about how do you start investing in stock markets. So we just thought of having this small video of around 15-20 minutes. If you have any questions, if you have any doubts, you can just start asking them in the comment section and we will reply to it at the earliest. Friends, we are also going to be having this session in a mix of Hindi and English because ये भी एक feedback मिला था कि हम लोग के sessions English में होते हैं. That's why many people are not very comfortable following it completely. So let's have a session which is mixed in Hindi and English both. I think which will be suitable for most of us. So moving on, चालू करने से पहले मैं ये बताना चाहूँगा कि इन्वेस्ट करना क्यों इंपॉर्टेंट है और वेयर टू इन्वेस्ट. स्टॉक मार्केट्स में ही इन्वेस्ट करना ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट क्यों है. तो एक डेटा है मेरे पास, जस्ट एक शेयर करना चाहूंगा डेटा. यू कैन जस्ट सी द स्क्रीन हियर. ओके, अगर हमें 4-5 अलग अलग एसेट क्लासेस में इन्वेस्ट करना है तो कौन सा बेस्ट एसेट क्लास है. वी ऑल नो वी शुड सिलेक्ट द एसेट क्लास which gives the best returns. Okay, so this is the data from 2003 onwards, right? And I've also given the source here. Now this is the data across equity, gold, debt and cash. So regular जो अपना बैंक्स में अपने को पैसा मिलता है वो debt market, gold and equity. If you just check that, the CAGR which is the per annum growth rate, per annum मेरा investment जितना बढ़ेगा, equity it's around 16.3%, which is tallest of everyone. Okay, and if I have to just convert it कि अगर मैं 10 लाख अगर मैं हर एक asset class में डालता था, so क्या returns मिल सकते थे. So the cash market, that 10 lakh would have been 25 lakhs over a period of last 15 years. In debt, it would have been somewhere around 25.75 lakhs. In gold, it would have been somewhere around 45 lakhs. But look at equity. Equity would give you around 82 lakhs. But when I say investing in equity is very good, yes, you have to be patient, you have to give time for it, and that is something which we teach about trading and investing both in our classroom sessions. If you are a Sharekhan customer, you can attend any of our classroom modules and you can just check that out. I'll show you the process to attend it, and maybe we will even put it in the comment section, the link for attending those modules. So let's quickly discuss as to what are we going to be discussing in this session. So हम लोग चालू करेंगे introduction to stock market से. Then we will quickly look at some important market terminologies. Due to the time constraint, I will not be able to discuss all the market terminologies. There are many more, but we will just touch upon some important terminologies which are used in market regularly. Then we will quickly discuss as to how the trading happens. What is basic difference, I would say, between investing and trading? Because ये दो चीज बहुत frequently use होती है markets में. Very importantly, look at the types of orders. कितने सारे orders हम लोग markets में place कर सकते हैं वो हम लोग discuss करेंगे. And then we will look at as to how can we actually take a trade. What all the factors which we need to discuss or we need to look at in order to take the trade. Right? So introduction to stock market. So what are stock markets? I think every one of us would know that it's a market where stocks are bought and sold. So stocks are shares. I will tell you what do you mean by shares in a very few, in a short period of time now. But it's a place where shares are bought and sold. Everything is done online, friends. Priorly, there was a scenario where everything was a physical market, there was a ring trading and stuff like that. But now everything is online, it's safe, and your money gets debited from your account. Your money gets deposited in your account if you want to sell something or buy something, whatever, vice versa. So that's what stock market is. Okay, where you can actually buy and sell stocks and make money out of it over a period of time. First of all, for buying those shares or trading in those shares, they need to get shares from the company which is offering those shares. So I'm sure everyone here would have heard of something called as IPO. IPO के बारे में सब लोगों ने सुना रहेगा, जैसे initial public offering कहते हैं. So let us say कोई भी एक XYZ कंपनी है, they want to raise capital. Now कंपनी को ये capital raise इसलिए करना होता है कि if they want to buy a loan, वो लोन के लिए उनको इंटरेस्ट देना पड़े. उससे अच्छा वो सोचते हैं कि ओके, आई विल रेज अ कैपिटल बाय गिविंग शेयर्स टू जनरल पब्लिक. सो कंपनी एक आईपीओ मार्केट में लेके आती है. बहुत सारे आईपीओ के बारे में आपने सुना भी रहेगा. आईपीओ अलॉट होता है पब्लिक को. आईपीओ सेक्शन और व्हाट वी कॉल एज इनिशियल पब्लिक ऑफरिंग इज कॉल्ड एज द व्हाट वी से एज द प्राइमरी मार्केट. सो स्टॉक मार्केट के बेसिकली दो सेग्रीगेशन होते हैं. एक होता है प्राइमरी मार्केट और दूसरा होता है सेकेंडरी मार्केट. सो प्राइमरी मार्केट में कंपनी शेयर्स अलॉट करेगी, द पब्लिक, जनरल पब्लिक विल बिड फॉर इट, दे विल गेट द अलॉटमेंट्स, शेयर्स उनके डीमैट अकाउंट्स में आएंगे और वो शेयर्स लेके द पीपल हु हैव गॉटन द अलॉटमेंट, दे विल ट्रेड इन द स्टॉक मार्केट and they will trade in the secondary market. So एक होता है primary market which is about IPO, you would have heard it by the name of IPO, and the other one is secondary market which is the actual market which has been done on a day-to-day basis. Okay, buying and selling of different shares. So primary market, secondary market ये हो गया. Now exchange. In India, you and me directly cannot buy and sell shares without an exchange. That would be very risky because both of us may not be regulated by anyone. So that's why there are exchanges. The market regulator, which is SEBI, has got lots of exchanges. The popular ones are the NSE and the BSE, that is National Stock Exchange or Bombay Stock Exchange. ये सब लोगों ने सुना रहेगा. So these are the basic two exchanges which we have across India. And in order to trade with the exchange, again, जनरल पब्लिक आप और मैं डायरेक्टली एक्सचेंज के साथ ट्रेड नहीं कर सकते. सो देयर इज एन इंटरमीडियरी व्हिच इज द ब्रोकर. So it can be any broker. You are there with Sharekhan, and I'm sure we with lots of our value added services, we will add a lot of value for your market investing and trading journey. So there is a broker for it. And then index. सब लोगों ने ये इंडेक्स के बारे में तो सुना रहेगा. निफ्टी एंड सेंसेक्स आर दी टू मेजर इंडाइसेस ऑफ इंडिया. सो निफ्टी जो है वो इंडेक्स है नेशनल स्टॉक एक्सचेंज का, और सेंसेक्स जो है वो इंडेक्स है बॉम्बे स्टॉक एक्सचेंज का. सेंसेक्स ऑल्सो स्टैंड्स फॉर सेंसिटिविटी इंडेक्स. ओके, नाउ फ्रेंड्स, मैं थोड़ा बहुत जल्दी जा रहा हूँ. इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चंस यू कैन आस्क इन दी कमेंट सेक्शन, और यू कैन अटेंड आवर डिटेल्ड मॉड्यूल ऑन द शेरखान क्लासरूम्स लर्निंग पोर्टल वेयर वी टॉक अबाउट ऑल ऑफ दीज थिंग्स in detail, so that you can even ask a question to a live instructor which is going to be taking the session for you. So as I said, Nifty, which is the top 50 companies of NSE. Now these top 50 companies are selected based on market capitalization. We will talk about it in a short while. And Sensex is the top 30 companies of Bombay Stock Exchange, and that index is called as Sensex, or the sensitivity index. This is what the performance of Sensex is, and we are not talking about a performance of say last 5, 10 or 15 years. We are talking about a performance of almost last 40 years. Sensex जब से चालू हुआ है 1978 से, हर साल on an average ये 6 गुना बढ़ा है. And this is the actual data from 1978 to 88. जो 100 में चालू हुआ था 600 हुआ, 600 से 3600, 3600 से हुआ 24,000. अभी 24 का currently we are trading somewhere around 34,000-35,000 level of Sensex right now. Okay, and that's the reason markets have given those kind of returns. जो हम लोग ने सबसे पहले स्लाइड पे देखा था, 16% per annum जो returns है, 16 to 20% returns have been given on a per annum basis for last 40 odd years. Okay. Now starting में मैंने बताया था कि कंपनी शेयर्स ऑफर करती है आईपीओ में. तो व्हाट इज शेयर? शेयर एज द नेम सजेस्ट, इट्स अ पार्ट ओनरशिप ऑफ दैट कंपनी. सो इफ आप और मैं कोई भी कंपनी का एक शेयर बाय कर रहे हो तो हम लोग एक पार्ट ओनर बनते हैं. वी विल गेट द वोटिंग राइट्स. अगर कंपनी कुछ डिविडेंड वगैरह देती है, कंपनी वांट्स टू शेयर देयर प्रॉफिट्स, वी गेट द वोटिंग राइट एंड वी गेट द शेयर ऑफ दैट प्रॉफिट आल्सो. ओके, सो दैट इज व्हाट इज कॉल्ड एज शेयर्स. ओके, इट यूजुअली हैज अ फेस वैल्यू, और कोई भी कंपनी जो शेयर्स ऑफर करती है यूजुअली 10 रुपए के फेस वैल्यू से ऑफर करती है. सो यू वुड सी दैट कि फेस वैल्यू 10 रुपए का होता है, उसके ऊपर कंपनी के फाइनेंशियल्स के बेसिस पे कुछ प्रीमियम ऐड होता है, और से कंपनी बोलती है कि हम लोग आईपीओ में ऑफर करेंगे फ्रॉम 200 रुपीज टू 250 रुपीज. दैट्स हाउ यू वुड हैव हर्ड ऑफ अ प्राइस बैंड. सो फेस वैल्यू 10 रुपए का होता है, उसके ऊपर कुछ प्रीमियम ऐड करके कंपनी आईपीओ में फ्लोट करती है प्राइस शेयर्स को. वी अप्लाई फॉर इट, वी गेट द अलॉटमेंट, और जो प्राइस पे हम लोग मार्केट में बेचते हैं. तो इफ यू कॉल योर ब्रोकर एंड यू आस्क कि अगर आपने शेरखान में कॉल किया, शेरखान के डायलेंटेड डिपार्टमेंट में कोई भी ब्रांचेस में, और आप पूछते हैं कि मार्केट का प्राइस क्या चल रहा है, सो रिलायंस का प्राइस क्या चल रहा है, सो दैट करंट मार्केट प्राइस, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज करंट मार्केट वैल्यू. सो शेयर 10 रुपए का था, हम लोग ने लिया था 200 या 250 रुपए, वट एवर इज द अलॉटमेंट प्राइस, और करंटली लेट्स से ट्रेडिंग एट 300 रुपीज. सो 300 रुपीज बिकम द करंट मार्केट वैल्यू और द करंट मार्केट प्राइस. Face value is the face value of that share, which is 10 rupees. Okay, and the allotment is done usually in the IPOs. After shares, we have the trade settlements. Now, you would have heard कि अगर आज हमने कुछ shares buy किए, तो usually अपने डीमैट अकाउंट में आने के लिए उसे 2 दिन लगते हैं. That is called as a trading cycle or trading settlement cycle. It takes 2 working days. So if I buy something on Monday का एक दिन हुआ, Tuesday का एक दिन हुआ, Wednesday evening the shares will be deposited in your demat account, right? And if vice versa, if I sell something on Monday, if I sell some 100 shares on Monday at say 100 rupees, so जो 10,000 रुपए आना है वो मुझे Wednesday के evening पे मेरे अकाउंट में मिलेगा. Of course, Sharekhan allows you कि okay, if you sell something on Monday at say morning, okay, that money you can start using it by then itself. Okay, you will get to learn more about it in various of our other modules, or you can even call up our customer service numbers, in order to get the details of the margins and how the exposure is done and etc. So trading settlement is basically T+2. T here stands for trade date. plus 2 working days. ये working days होते हैं, ये बात ध्यान में रखना बहुत जरूरी है फ्रेंड्स. Pay in and pay out, again ये सब market terminologies है. So this is from the exchange point of view. So pay in is if exchange is getting an obligation, it's having an right to receive something from the investor. So if I am selling the shares, exchange has to get shares from me. So that would be called as pay in from the exchange perspective, and vice versa. These are some technical terminologies used. We talk about them in detail in our sessions. Portfolio, ये सब लोगों ने सुना रहेगा. It is nothing else but the list of stocks which you have in your demat. On a very layman or a very basic level, this is a list of stocks which you have. So मेरा portfolio इतना बढ़ा या मेरा portfolio इतना घटा. It is nothing else but the list of stocks or list of your investments, I would say, which you have with you. Then brokerage, for giving you all the value-added services, the broker will charge you a certain fee, and that fee is called as brokerage. That differs account to account, and you can check your brokerage structure maybe calling up the customer service, or you can check your account details by logging into the website as well if you are a Sharekhan customer. Pre and post market. So markets usually open होते हैं friends. The secondary market wherein daily basis पे जो buy and sell चालू होता है, it opens at 9:15 a.m. and it closes at 3:30 p.m. But there is also a pre and post, pre market before the 9:15 time and post market after 3:30. So it is just to, the pre market is basically to stabilize the prices, and the post market is basically for those especially who want to cover up their short sell positions. We will talk about short positions very in a few minutes now. So in order to cover those, the post market is done. It is usually done after the 3:30 p.m. right? DP2 margin is a facility given by Sharekhan to its all its customers. Friends, अगर आपके पास डीमैट है जो समझो 1 लाख रुपए तक के आपके पास शेयर्स पड़े हैं, ओके, एंड आपको कुछ इंट्राडे ट्रेडिंग करनी है, आज बाय करके आज ही बेचना है, आज बाय करके 1-2 दिन में बेचना है. So for that you need not have a different margin to be deposited in your account. You can use the margin against the shares which you have in your demat. So that we called as DP2 margin or demat to margin. So let's say आपके पास 1 लाख के shares है, we have certain haircuts there. So let's say it's a 50% haircut. So जो 50,000 की margin है, you can actually trade with that margin, and basically you can get the profit or loss out of it. अगर आपका account debit में जाता है, then only you have to deposit more money. Otherwise you can just enjoy the profits out of the shares which you have already purchased. We give you certain credit or certain margin against it. So that's DP2 margin. And last but not the least, the market capitalization. Remember जब हम लोग ने index के बारे में बात की थी कि Nifty is the top 50 companies and Sensex is the top 30 companies. So ये top 50 और top 30 decide होता है, वो decide होता है market cap से. M cap also बोलते हैं. आपने शायद market capitalization ये word नहीं सुना रहेगा, but I'm sure everyone would have heard of, every one of you would have heard of mid cap, small cap and large cap. So this is nothing else but a market cap, which is the number of shares outstanding with public into the current market price. That should give you the market cap, और basis this large cap, mid cap और small cap ये define होता है. अगर आपने mutual funds के scheme भी सुने रहेंगे तो large cap fund, small cap fund और say mid cap fund. So ये cap, ये जो word है, that is market capitalization, which is, as I have said, it's the current market price into the number of shares outstanding for that particular company. और इसी के basis पे large cap, small cap और mid cap decide होते हैं. And corporate actions. Now अगर आपने ये सुना रहेगा कि कंपनी ने डिविडेंड दिया है या कंपनी ने बोनस डिक्लेयर किया है एक्सेट्रा. सो दोज आर अ पार्ट ऑफ कॉर्पोरेट एक्शंस. बेसिकली एज आई सेड कि जब हम लोग शेयर्स बाय करते हैं, वी बिकम द ओनर ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर कंपनी, अ पार्ट ओनर ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर कंपनी. सो व्हेनेवर द कंपनी मेक्स प्रॉफिट्स, इट कैन डिसाइड टू शेयर दोस प्रॉफिट्स विद इट्स इन्वेस्टर्स, आइदर with the way of giving dividends maybe, and dividends are given per share basis. So let's say 20% dividend. Now this 20% remember is of the face value जो हम लोग ने पहले देखा था. So if a company declares 20% dividend, which means 10 रुपए का face value था, 20% का dividend है, मतलब 2 रुपया per share का dividend है. If say you have 1000 shares of that company, then 1000 into 2 you should receive 2000 rupees as the dividend payout. Okay, it can also think of giving bonus. So ये जो हुआ, this is a kind of cash reward for you. So आपके अकाउंट में कैश आ जाएगा in terms of dividends. But if you think कि okay, if a company thinks कि rather than distributing cash, let's give bonus shares. So if you have 1 share, company can decide कि 1 share for every 1 share held, or 1 share for every 2 shares held, or whatever the ratio is decided. Basis that you will get those many shares in your account, and your market price of course would be reduced to that extent. So these are various corporate actions. We have rights issues, we have bonus issues, we have dividends and etc. Okay, you can learn about them in various of our modules in Sharekhan Classroom. Now, how exactly trading happens? It's very easy actually. Let's say you have money in your bank account. Okay, then you open an account with a broker, which is say Sharekhan. Now, Sharekhan as a broker will give you a trading account. Okay, now trading account is for doing your transactions, and it will also open one other account called as a demat account. So demat account is जैसे हमने कैश के लिए या पैसे के लिए सेविंग अकाउंट ओपन करते हैं बैंक में, वैसे ही शेयर्स के लिए डीमैट अकाउंट ओपन होता है. एवरीथिंग एज आई सेड इज ऑनलाइन. सो आप जब शेयर्स बाय करोगे ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट से, वो आपके डीमैट अकाउंट में डिपॉजिट करेंगे. जब आप शेयर सेल करोगे डीमैट अकाउंट से, वो आपके डीमैट अकाउंट से डेबिट करके जिसने बाय किए उसको दिए जाएंगे. सो यू हैव मनी इन योर बैंक अकाउंट, यू ट्रांसफर दैट टू योर ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट एंड यू स्टार्ट डूइंग ट्रेडिंग, okay, with your broker, which is Sharekhan, as I've said. Okay, and then Sharekhan passes all your orders to the exchange. Exchange does the settlement. There are various settlement partners and things, and then it reaches to the person, you know, with whom you're trading. Now, because it's online, मुझे ये पता नहीं होगा कि मैंने अगर शेयर्स बाय किए हैं तो मैंने किसके साथ बाय किए हैं, अगर मैंने शेयर्स बेचे हैं तो मैंने किसको बेचे है. ये ऑनलाइन सेटलमेंट होता है. there are agencies doing that on a regular basis. Okay, but everything of this happens, as I've said earlier, in trade plus 2 days. So trading date plus 2 working days, everything of this is settled. And if you have sold shares, आपके अकाउंट में पैसे आ जाएंगे. If you have bought shares, आपके अकाउंट में shares आ जाएंगे. It's as simple as that, right? Now moving further, there is a very common misunderstanding about stock markets कि long term invest करके बहुत पैसा बनता है, patience रखना पड़ता है, बहुत पैसा बनता है, but trading में पैसा नहीं बनता. Okay, I would say पैसा हर हिसाब से बनता है. Just we need to know how do we make it. So there are ways of taking trades, or there are ways of investing also. So I'll just quickly give you a differentiation between investing and trading, because those two are not only different terms or different terminologies, but I would say there are different psychologies behind them. So investing is what? Now this is a chart I guess of CAT Limited, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. तो ये कुछ 36 rupees पे चल रहा था way back in 2008-2009, and yeah, this chart is from Feb 2008 to around March 2018. So latest prices है. Okay, and currently as you can see it's trading at around 1600 rupees. So 36 रुपया जो एक शेयर का भाव था, it has now gone up by around what 50 odd times. I'm very poor at maths, but it's currently trading at 1600 rupees. Okay, so what is investing? It's that you buy and hold. You have bought it at 36 rupees and you're still holding on to it. It's a profit of around 1397 rupees per share. So if you have say 10 shares, you would have a profit of 13,000, around 14,000 rupees profit per share, right? Now this is buy and hold. It's a very nice amount of money which can be made if अगर इसके बीच में कंपनी ने dividends दिया है, bonus दिया है, etc. Okay, you would be entitled to receive that also as a part owner or as a shareholder of that company. Now if this is investing, which is buy and hold, then what is trading? Now trading is simply put as buy and sell. You will buy lower and you will sell higher. So if the same chart is looked at, let's say you buy at 36, when it say in couple of quarters time it went up around 140, you sell it there, it comes down, you buy, it went up, you again sell, it again came down, you bought, and so on and so forth. Now you would say, Hrishikesh, ये exactly price top और price bottom पे हम लोग कैसे buy sell करेंगे? So there are various techniques for doing it, friends, and at a very basic level we teach them in our various sessions of Sharekhan Classroom. So comment section में I would request the admin team to put the Sharekhan Classroom link, और बहुत जल्दी हम लोग एक नए design के साथ आने वाले हैं. You can attend any of those modules and understand various terminologies or various techniques for trading, which will allow you to understand how do you buy it lower and sell it higher with proper risk management and money management. So if investing, coming back to this topic, if you are investing, it's buy and hold, then trading becomes buy and sell. Ideally it becomes buy lower and sell higher. And if you can see this, if I had to do that, there is a potential of making more money, provided you know how to do it, with the proper risk management and money management. And if you are very disciplined enough in your trading activity, you can actually make more money than only buy and hold. Both of them are, as I've said, are different psychologies. The time frames are very much different. So trading, there are various types. Investing, there is no type. You just buy and hold for at least 3 to 5 years, I would say. So types of trading, it can either be day trading, you would have heard of it, which is you buy today and sell today itself. Whatever happens in one trading session. Markets start at 9:15 and close at 9:30. Equity markets, commodity markets का तो और ज़्यादा time frame होता है. Okay, so that is day trading. Short term trading is done for few days to maybe a couple of weeks time. That is short term trading. So you buy today and sell it in a couple of weeks time. And then it's positional trading, okay, or medium term trading, which you buy for few weeks to say a couple of months. So basis your risk appetite, basis your nature, basis your availability, okay, you can decide which trading style to select. Of course, day trading में आपका time ज़्यादा लगता है because एक दिन में सब कुछ होने वाला है, तो your availability in front of the terminal is very important, and it goes in the descending manner कि swing trading में थोड़ा कम लगता है, position trading में कम लगता है, इसलिए मैंने बताया you decide what you want to do and then you can do it accordingly. But whatever you do in trading, you have to trade with proper stop loss and money management. And you learn that in detail in our classroom modules. These are various types of trading, and this is just a small difference between the investing and trading, friends. As I've said, first important thing is the holding period. For trading, the holding period can be few minutes to few weeks or maybe a few months. But for investing, it's many years. I would say investing should be done for at least 3 to 5 years. If anything is less than, say, 3 years time, if you are doing something for a few months or maybe a couple of years also, that should not be termed as an investment, because investing you do in the company and you want to become the owner of that company. You want to own that company and you want to get money as the company grows. You're not interested in that kind when you're doing trading. You're just interested in the price. You buy at 100 and sell at 150 whenever it happens. Okay, so these are two different psychologies. These are the various parameters on which investing differs from trading. So holding period, time, costs. Usually trading में थोड़े costs ज़्यादा होते हैं, investing में कम होते हैं. Okay, you can see the table on the screen here. Risk involved is higher, investing में lower होता है, but of course trading में भी अगर risk higher होता है, you know how do you take calculated risks and reduce it a lot further by looking at various techniques, money management and risk management techniques. Short-term liquidity, yes, you get the short-term liquidity because if I buy something today, I can sell it in a couple of days or maybe a couple of months time. But investing, I should be ideally holding it in many years, so you don't have a liquidity per se as such. And exposure, the margin trading. So अगर मेरे पास 10,000 है, उसका मैं इन्वेस्ट करना है तो मुझे 10,000 पे ही इन्वेस्ट करना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज मैं बहुत सालों के लिए कर रहा हूँ. बट अगर मैं ट्रेड कर रहा हूँ एक दिन के लिए या 2-3 दिन के लिए, तो माई ब्रोकर, Sharekhan will give you an exposure, so you can get an exposure of as much as 10 times if you are doing trades in intraday. So अगर आपके पास 10,000 है, you can actually trade till 1 lakh. Okay, so that's the exposure point at the end of it. Now, एक बहुत common question ये आता है कि ये stocks analyze कैसे करें ऋषिकेश, कि कौन सा stock बढ़ेगा, कौन सा stock घटेगा, how do we know? So there are basically two very popular ways of stock analysis. One is the fundamentals, wherein the analysis is done on the company financials, the management style of the company, the future growth prospects for the company, is the company going to get future orders because of which uske profits badhne wale hai, and etc. So it's more about the financial story. The बहुत सारे ratios देखे जाते हैं, financial ratios and etc. So that is the fundamental way of analyzing a company. Usually I would say ये होता है for long term analysis. इसके basis पे intraday या short term trade नहीं लिया जा सकता. It's ideally used for long-term analysis. If you want to be investing in that company, then fundamental analysis is usually very good. And the second way of analysis is called as technical analysis, which only talks about historical price and the volume. Volume is the number of shares data, and those are the only two things which are looked at. There are various chart patterns, there are various studies and indicators which allow you to predict the likely price action going forward for the stock. Is the price going to go up or go down? And we have lots of modules on the technical analysis in the Sharekhan Classroom learning portal. You can attend it as per your choice, by visiting the link in the comment section. Lastly, types of various orders. Now, I will not be able to talk about all the orders in detail, but just to tell you, you can put a limit order. So a stock price is trading at say 100 rupees. You want to buy it only when it goes up. It comes down to 90 rupees. Then you can put a limit order at 90 rupees. It's like you're bargaining. You don't want to buy at the current market price. You want to bargain, and if it comes down, then only you want to buy. So that's a type of limit order. Or a market order is whatever price is going on, you want to buy it at that price. So that's the market order. Buy or sell order. If you want to, if you have shares and you want to sell it, you will place a sell order from your demat. If you want to buy shares, then of course you will place a buy order. Even the term which is used for buying is long. You have a long position, or maybe you have a short position. So next order is a short sell order. Now short is a completely different terminology, friends. This is not the right platform to discuss it. I would request you all to attend our module. But short sell is nothing else, but you can even sell shares without having them. and this is the only asset class, friend, share market ये ऐसा एक ही asset class है जहाँ पे you can actually make money from a downward price cycle. In all other businesses, if the article in which you are dealing, if it increases the prices, you make money out of it. But share markets, you can actually make money in the falling prices as well, and that's what this short selling is all about. You can actually sell the shares which you don't have, right? And lastly, this is especially for traders, which is the stop loss order. Stop loss is nothing else but the rate which tells you that, okay, your analysis is something wrong. So you bought at 100 with a target of 120, but stop loss tells you, okay, if the prices go below 95, then the stock might go down further. So let me just stop my loss at 95. So that's how the stop loss order is. How to place all these orders, you can attend any of our demo videos on Sharekhan Classroom, and you will come to know about it. There is something called as a trigger price there, and you will know about it there. Now, how do you take a trade? If you are a complete beginner to the markets, how do you take a trade? One is you either follow ready-made recommendations. You follow ready-made recommendations given by Sharekhan. You can either do that by calling us on our dial and trade department. You can just call up, put your phone ID and passwords there, telephone passwords there. They will give you lots of research ideas available with us for investing, for trading, in derivatives also. If you want to, if you are interested, you can get research idea from there. Or you can check it on the Sharekhan's website, the demo section of Sharekhan website, which we have. We in detail discuss as to how can you visit the research section and get the research of your choice, of your nature, of your requirement. Or you can even visit our Sharekhan Trade Tiger terminal, which is the one-stop shop for all the trading needs, I would say, chartings and studies and indicators and etc. The research is available there, and you can get ready-made recommendations from that side. Either this is the option, or the second option is you do it yourself. It's like about a car. You hire a driver by getting ready-made recommendations, or you drive it yourself by doing it yourself. So one is you listen to your friends, your friend circle, your stock market friends or whatever. You listen to them and take trades basically. Secondly, you follow news channels or say business newspapers, or you trade with that. And lastly, you learn technical analysis, which is, I would say, nothing else but the study of price and volume, the historical price and volume data. Basis that it allows you कि आगे जाके prices में likely क्या होने वाला है, prices बढ़ने वाले हैं या घटने वाले हैं या whatever it is. So that is technical analysis. And as I've said, we have lots of modules for learning technical analysis on the Sharekhan Classroom, friends. And very shortly we are going to be getting a revamped image or revamped design for it. So we will be posting links in the comments whenever we launch it, and maybe the teaser link also would be posted in the link. You can just feel free to go through it, or you can send an email to us at classroom@sharekhan.com, and we will revert back to it. So that is all, friends. To begin with, this is all what I feel you need to know. If you have any questions, we are there to answer you all, and put them in the comment section, and our team will definitely get back to you on all those questions. If you want to open an account, you can call upon our toll-free numbers, or you can send us an email at myaccount@sharekhan.com, and someone will get in touch with you. And once you have an account, you can attend any of our Sharekhan Classroom modules. They are free of cost. There are 15 different modules available on various trading styles and investing and mutual funds, and even asset classes. Like if you want to learn about derivatives or currency markets, we have modules over there as well. So with that, friends, I believe this is all for this session. Request you all to get in touch with us for any comment or any doubts or any queries you have. So thank you very much. All the very best for your trading and investing. See you very soon in some other video, some other informative video from Sharekhan. Till then, it's bye from Hrishikesh. Bye-bye and all the very best. Thank you.